Springdale 294BH here at Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Very familiar with this RV because I was the guy that originally sold it brand new to its one and only owner. Folks were local. This was one of their first big adventures. They had RV'd before, but this was the largest they had gone at the time. And they when it came time to trade in, they traded up. They went to a larger 32-foot two-slide bunkhouse with an outside kitchen here at Haylett's. We were basically the first, last, and only place they considered, and I took that as a big compliment. These folks had a really wacky axle issue, just a fluke lightning strike. Dexter made a bad axle, and it was causing their brakes to lock up. And we worked with them for a while, and we got it resolved. And they saw that service after the sale was something you get here at our store. So it's always good to see that whole process come together. This is pretty well equipped for the age of the RV. Things like a power awning and power tongue jack were still very uncommon on travel trailers, especially in this class, a family class, when this is brand new. You see that we do have 30-pound propane tanks here. They are 50% larger, and it does have a matching cover right there. I just pulled that off so you get a good chance to see them. This does have a fully enclosed underbelly, so that's really good for critter prevention. It will help extend your camping season a little bit, but a lot of people make the mistake as soon as they see enclosed underbelly, they go, oh, it's 4 seasons, right? No, it's not. There's a lot of things that go into that. Now, along with your power awning and power tongue jack, we also have push-button power stabilizers. So there's really no manual cranking required on this thing whatsoever. And this is one of the first generations of family class travel trailers where that was really available. You know, that push-button luxury was really available. We also have nice aluminum wheels on your axles here. So this thing's going to look good going down the road. Never had like a spare tire changed. So, all of the rubber is good on this thing. I mean, inside and out, it's clean. It was obviously kept either indoors or under a cover. I can't recall which offhand, but it was stored out of the sun. And that's plainly obvious by the fact that all of your exterior skin still gleams. Your decals are still in great shape. Your spare tire holder isn't chalked from the sun. Your propane tanks aren't chalky from the sun. This has been very well kept. Pardon me if I sound a little monotone. I've been doing a lot of these videos this year, and my voice is giving out on me a little bit today. Now, the outside kitchen here, this is really well done because they have a lot of outdoor storage space here, which a lot of outside kitchens don't have. And they do also have a big pocket open here, open for griddle country, blenders, toasters, a little microwave. You can put a little microwave out here, pretty much anything you want. And it does have the bigger fridge, not the little college kid mini fridge. I've seen things here where it looks like previous owners took some smart precautions. They put a little tension, stress ball in here to keep this thing vented so that it wouldn't mold inside. This is the first time I've ever seen that done on an outside kitchen. I've never seen anyone take precautions to let the outside refrigerator ventilate. That's really cool, actually. You see you've got your swing out stovetop here that actually hides under the countertop when you're going down the road. And if you notice, this is tall enough that even pretty tall folks like myself still have headroom. You can walk around under here, and it's right next to the power awning. So you pretty much have 100% rain coverage at any time. I really like how Springdale did this for a lot of years. They put the outside shower on the door side of the camper here, so it's a pretty cool utility shower. You can actually use it at your campsite, My daughter's a big fan of the bubble machine, and though that is fun to watch her bounce around and play with that thing, it's also a mess. It's easy to clean up this way. Looks like we have put some LED lights at the base of this awning. Forgot to turn those on. I knew I would do that. That is an aftermarket add-on. That really wasn't available at the time this was built. You will see a couple Michigan State decals here. Looks like he was a State fan. Go green, go white. If you do not like Michigan State, those can be removed. I'm not going to lose a deal over a decal, obviously. Central air and central heat, which again in a family class, especially when this was built, it's still true today, less so, but when this was built, those were not standard things. This is, at the day it was built, this is very highly appointed, to the point that it's still very current to how RVs are equipped today in this class. We do have a air mattress hide bed right here. I haven't checked the air mattress bladder. I don't know the condition of that. If that bladder ever goes bad, though, for like $17 you can get a new bladder at Walmart, and or mattress, as it were, technical term. It'll work just fine for you. This does have a big U-dinette here. Now you see they do have easy access to the storage underneath here. Not to mention the fact that this is a fully freestanding table. So you can move this table anywhere you want. If you want to slide this table over here like part of an island kitchen, you can do that. Take it outside like a picnic table, and a lot of people do that. Actually, I know a lot of folks who will fold it down because it's elliptical. They'll set it in front of the sofa like a coffee table, and then they just have a big lounge. And that's very conducive for a lot of folks' camping styles. Now, your big windows over here, these bottom panels do open in a jowlery fashion, meaning they do swing open from the top. That's awesome, because it means they can be used in the rain, which most windows in RVs can't. Springdale did this for a little while. They added little extra cup holders by the sofa so you wouldn't have to be up and down all the time. Just nice little touches like that. They did a really good job of it. Linoleum here, it goes all the way through to the bathroom, to the bunkhouse. You'll see a little carpet in front of the slide, because big floor flush super slides do actually need a little carpet to slide on, otherwise it'll dig linoleum. And you will find carpet in your bedroom so you don't get cold toes. Let's see, air conditioner has this cool little thing called a air dump or chill grill, or whatever cool phrase you want to put to it. Long story short, when you open these fins, when you get to your campsite, it'll drop all the cold air here in the living room and get the kids cooled off and settled down, because they're probably ready to bounce around like crazy after being cooped up in a truck getting to the destination. Once you get there, you close those vents, it starts to run the AC down through the central air, all the way through to the rear bunkhouse, all the way up to the front bedroom that we haven't got to yet. The bathroom in here is nice. Being a Keystone product, Keystone makes, they're one of the main producers of RVs out there. They're one of the big three, Jayco, Forest River, and Keystone. And, you're going to see nicer hardware like a porcelain stool here, because that's what a lot of their higher end brands carry. And it's easier for Keystone to just stock one nice toilet instead of one nice and one cheap one. It's just less labor time and less management, easier for ordering purposes. In this class, especially when this was built, finding full shower wall panel surround and a full dedicated skylight, not just a fan shoved above the shower, those were things that were not necessarily common and things that were really only present on the nicer brands available. That's things that other brands have caught on to in recent years, but Springdale's been doing it longer. Springdale's one of Keystone's original names. They've been around longer than so many others. Now, the outside kitchen's located under here, so they couldn't do a whole lot of storage, but they did build in this ladder so you don't have to throw your kids onto that upper bunk. I do like to point out there are windows all over. There's a window for each bunk space, by the way, and you'll get good ventilation that way. You have a dedicated bunkhouse closet back here, so the kids not only have their own private space, they have their own storage space, so their stuff shouldn't need to bleed its way into the living room. It will, but it shouldn't. Also have an extra little entertainment center up here, so if you are so inclined to provide a little extra TV for the kids, they can do that. And again, for ventilation, if they're going to be back here, you do have a little heat exhaust vent up here, because kids are just heat machines, man. Big super slide. This is a cool thing on a Springdale I forget to talk about sometimes. Every trailer is the best for a different reason. If you've heard any of my videos, you've heard me just bang on that fact time and time again, because I do truly believe it. One of the cool, unique qualities on a Springdale is they have the longest slide outs in their class. They get both the U-dinette and the hide-a-bed sofa. Most brands, you either get the hide-a-bed with a 2-bench dinette or a U-dinette with a teeny tiny little sofa. They give you both because their slide outs are 8 inches longer, and that makes a difference. 8 inches is a big difference. Kitchenette in this is standard. This is a pretty standard kitchen. Although I do like to point out things like the wood they use when they build their cabinetry is the second best grade of wood even available. It is way above and beyond what most manufacturers are willing to put into a family class travel trailer. And it's because of the better materials like that we don't really see a lot of Springdale warranty claims on the brand new side. Like I said, this fella had a warranty item we worked on, but it had nothing to do with Springdale. It was a bad Dexter axle, which is a fluke. They don't really build bad axles. But, just goes to show you, anything made by human hands has that chance for failure. But Springdale's done everything they could to remove that chance. Like, for instance, they use a flooring material called Dynaspan. Right under this linoleum, the actual floor decking we are walking on is essentially seamless. Instead of 4x8 sheets of wood laid down the line, it is a 24 foot long by 8 foot wide sheet with one little seam, probably maybe right here in this little doorway, with so much construction on it that the two seams can't jump on top of one another. I've seen old trailers sometimes, you'll see where a spot of flooring has jumped like that. That's because going down the road, that 4x8 sheet bounced and it landed on top of its buddy a little bit. That can't happen here. It's seamless. It's actually stronger than plywood as a result. All in one. AM/FM, CD, DVD system, inside, outside speakers. It pretty much does everything. It does a great job. Now, all the factory electronics are still present and accounted for. Not only that, but this one serves two purposes. It can also spin around to face the bedroom. And I do love that they finished this with a mirror, not just a cheap panel. You know, this cost $1 more when it was brand new, but it's way nicer. It gives you first of all, a mirror is something that can be functional and useful, and there aren't a lot of mirrors in campers outside of the bathroom typically. Secondly, it provides more light, especially up here in the bedroom. You know, you want all the window light from this window is getting double reflected up into your bed space, so you don't feel like you're going to get claustrophobic in here. Both sides of the bed have little bed stands with outlets. You run your CPAP machines, charge your phones, reading lights, all that good stuff. You can do any of that stuff here. You know, his and hers wardrobe. Pretty standard bedroom arrangement, though. Again, a family class camper with bedroom vents is now a little more common. At the time this was built, it was not. By the way, Mom and Dad have a true privacy door here, as do the kids. This does not have curtains. So it really hits on all the major points you'd ever want out of a camper. It does a great job, and that's why we've done so well with these. So give us a call, 800-256-5196, Haylett RV of Coldwater, Michigan. Thank you, everybody. Take care. Stay safe. Happy camping.